Welcome to AFJ TV. In July, managing editor Pat Tierney traveled to Maryland to interview veteran farrier Doug Anderson. Pat has created this 4-part video series that highlights Doug's methods and techniques. In this first installment, you'll see Anderson trim a horse's badly out-of-balance hoof, glue on an aluminum shoe.
And the length of frog in relationship to the length of foot is of much better proportion. I'm still a little lopsided. I need to have more off the inside. So I'm going to do that with a rasp just because it's safer for the horse. And this little dot of blood right here, I know that I can't go anymore. I'm done. You know, Pat, that's the dot of blood that I was talking about earlier. I'm done on the inside. There's just no more to take. And I really don't have this foot anywhere close to balanced yet. But given the condition of the rest of the foot, it's not so much of an issue because I'm going to glue a shoe on here anyway. And you really can't see it in the video, but this sole has a wave to it. And it's right here is the front of that coffin bone. You know, that's what's making it descend right here is the front edge of that coffin bone. If we were to take an x-ray of this, I know that we would all be a little, more than a little surprised at the angle that coffin bone would be at. You can kind of see what's happened underneath that glue, that glued on shoe. There's a lot of edema in here. There's been a lot of deterioration of the hoof wall itself. Sorry, Pat. And I've just got to clean this up, you know, because like I said, I'm gluing a shoe on, and all this trash is just going to undermine my goals for having that glue stick and be appropriate. I can't ever really take enough time in preparing a foot to glue because it's these little fissures in the fungus and the bacteria and the trash that's in there that's just going to get a little bit of moisture, and then it's just going to bloom. It's going to be in the perfect environment for it to grow and flourish and cause us more problems. Now I'm all the way through the hoof wall up to here. Completely through. But it was there and deformed, and it was going to do nothing but cause us problems later. It's going to be a pretty big shoe because I'm actually going to build a toe wedge into the glue so that I can line up this horse's bone column and get appropriate blood flow to all parts of the foot. It looks like a monstrously large shoe now for this horse, but I think it's probably the one I'm going to use. I'll look at a 1, and a 1 is just entirely too small, so we're going to have to go with a 2. I have an asymmetrical foot, and I want to be sure that I get a symmetrical foot on there when I'm done, so I just kind of have to build that into the shoe, and I'll build foot wherever I need to. I always pay a little special attention to the heels because that's where that's where my shoe is going to break loose first. And I just want to be sure that I have good bonding surfaces back here. So I'll scuff them up a little bit. Catherine. Come here. This inside heel. All right. See this line here? Right here?
Yes.
Okay. He's going to stop growing right there.
Okay.
All right? And what's going to happen is that's going to be like a horizontal crack. He's going to stop and start again because there's just so much tension in this area of this foot right now that it's really deformed. And you get that in a heel.
Be sure to watch part 2 of this video on this YouTube channel to see Doug finish gluing on the shoe onto the horse's hoof.